Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Good evening. And today is the last day of Dhamma talk, and the last talk will be very, very difficult, and also the highest practice. And from there we can tell that going to the Anagan and Arahant. Okay, Anagan and Arahant is a non-returner up to the Arahant. So basis one also I was trying to explain again, so we join together. So the kind of Dhamma talk is very important for the practical practice. No? Not only theoretical knowledge not so useful, just knowing and throw away, you forgot about it. Practical, how we shall practice to be known. So the first day we already explained to the Sotapan and Sagaragan. Now is Anagan and Arahant. It's very, very important. Future is very difficult to tell. We don't know what will happen. I can teach again, or you will be here, or we don't know next year who can guarantee. Okay, so we have good opportunity. So we just share the Dhamma. So please try to listen carefully and learn by heart and practice until successful. That is good. Not only listen and this side listen, the next and another side or ear throw away. Don't do that. It's impermanent, in and out. Okay, cannot do. Have to learn properly and keep it and practice. Then only useful. We need to respect the Dhamma, not only reading and throw away. Okay. Okay. Today mainly I would like to emphasize about emptiness. Very important. There is a very popular words for in a Western country and in Asia too, and many people like to use for that emptiness. Many people also like it. Do you like it? Emptiness. Do you understand? Do you like or don't like about emptiness? Huh? Do you like or don't like? Yeah, doesn't matter, just listen, okay? But you need to know that the real emptiness. Real emptiness is no nama and no rupa and no suffering, okay? No cause and effect. There is nibbana, is really emptiness. But also we can, different people and different teachers have been teaching different ways of emptiness. So we can clarify that the first type of emptiness is no rupa, but the mind is there. And okay, emptiness or rupa, emptiness of material things. Okay, number two types, emptiness of mind. Rupa is there, no mind. Okay, two types. Okay, number three, emptiness of mind and matter. Three types. Okay. Understand? Huh? So how we can practice for that? Okay, that's the short way we can explain. Now we are practicing concentration, meditation about anapanasati after the 4 jhana. Okay, we are still trying. Okay, don't worry, very soon we'll be okay. Because many people have nimitta. After nimitta, easy to attain by jhana. So keep on trying. It's a very good sign. You have the nimitta. So from that clear nimitta, but we need the nimitta to be very, very clear. If the nimitta is not clear, no good for your absorption. Absorption means we call jhana, and concentrating our minds have to concentrate on one object, only one object. We call one partner of the mind. We're taking the object to the nimitta, and for a long time, 1 hour or 2 hours. That kind of absorption is we call jhana. So now we are trying to after the nimitta to be clear. Some people start to see the color and bright light. So some teachers teach that when you see the color or the bright light happen, they will ask you to. They told that there's nimitta. You can do it absorption. So what do you do it? The mind will absorb inside the light. So the light can be spread to the whole body, either the whole body or The light is, you are inside the light. The light spread to the everywhere, every direction, okay? So only the mind is there. At the beginning, you will feel the light, you are inside the light. After for a while, you don't see any bright light, or you don't feel, but you are inside, you are just, the mind is going to stop there. The objects disappear, okay? There's the object disappear, it's not good, and it's not really absorption. And also, just now, the light is spread to the whole body, and then because of the light spreading to the whole body, you will feel the body feeling is very calm and very peaceful. The kind of sensation happen. So the mind is not with the nimitta. After that, you will combine with the sensation on the body, calmness and peacefulness, and on the body, not on the object or the nimitta. So mix with the sensation. There's two objects are not jhana object. Okay, so the nimitta really need to be clear. That's the reason, because the absorb to the nimitta is too early. There's thing happen. The nimitta not yet stable. There's the reason we don't encourage the student to absorb quickly to the light. Okay, so we need to clarify about jhana. Is many people teach nowadays different types of teaching. And in the Asian, in Europe and the West, US too. Many teachers nowadays they teach and they didn't emphasize about the nimitta also. As soon as they concentrate on the breathing, after for a while they have some kinds of concentration because of the mindfulness, and their concentration arises. When they have the concentration, mind happens, start to feel about the piti. A lot of joy will happen in your mind. And the body comfortable. So there is the emphasis that the teacher asks them to absorb on the happiness feeling. Going following and absorb on the piti and sukha. Then the mind is stay with the piti and sukha, only following the sensation. The beginning, okay, the mind is happy. After for a while, the mind will stop in somewhere. And it's with the object, and no object don't know where they are, then don't know what to do it. There's also one thing. The way they teach that the piti, sukha, piti is the object of the jhana. So they emphasize a lot of piti. Okay? There's one also not really true. Piti is only supporting characteristic only. Supporting for the jhana. Okay? And in the first jhana we have 5 characteristics, 5 jhana spectra. In the first jhana, okay? Number 1, you got the vitakka, upright thought. Upright thought is we want to know what is the object. Now we have the nimitta, and this we know there is anapanna nimitta. This knowing on the object is upright thought. Sustained thought is we have to stay with that object for 1 hour or 2 hour absorption. Absorption means the mind, we have following mind. Yesterday I explained that mind or thought process, idol and mind or. The mind or thought process is knowing again on the nimitta until 1 hour or 2 hours, continuously knowing, cannot stop. As soon as you stop, jhana drop, and then wandering thought will happen. So continuously just maintain your mind is good for the maintain of that long time, and you can stay with absorption and maintain on your mind on that sustained thought is for the jhana. There is a second jhana spectra. Number 3, when you concentrate on the nimitta, after 10 to 20 minutes of absorption time, you start to feel a lot of piti, and a lot of joy will happen in your mind. Then also you have to contact with the nimitta and then the happy feeling. Okay, piti and contact. That piti is one kind of characteristic only for jhana spectra. Number 3, jhana spectra. Number 4 is happiness. Happiness comes from tranquility mind. The mind was concerned, when you concentrate on the nimitta, the mind didn't want to move, don't want to go anywhere. Just stick on there and calmness. Slowly, the mind is very calm and very quiet, and tranquility, a very stable mind happen. That's we call happiness. Okay, piti and sukha we call it. Joy and happiness mostly happen together. After piti, only sukha is happen. Okay. Understand? Some people cannot differentiate what is a piti and what is a sukha. So we can see that, okay, when you eat, fried chicken, tomorrow evening you can eat already, okay? You will be very happy. So when you go there and just you can go inside the kitchen, so you just look at your mom will prepare for you, okay? So that you saw, as soon as you see the chicken, fried chicken, how you will feel? You feel very good, very happy, okay? piti, a lot of piti will arise in you, in your mind or your body too. So after that, you quickly go and sit down and eat. After eating, you feel very satisfied, very calm. Before that, a little bit shake. Okay, very happy. So get some kinds of emotion. Now I can eat. All right. Okay, the kind of mind will making you a vibration, and piti is some kinds of emotion. Then after that, after you eating, you feel satisfied. You feel very calm and very quiet, and you feel okay, very good. And then it's sukha. Okay. And after taking the feeling, you feel very comfortable, very peaceful feeling. Okay. Then the one point number 5 is the one partner of the mind. One partner of the mind is the mind stay with the nimitta, didn't move. Don't want to move to any object, just stay on there and relax and knowing, and then with happiness. Taking of the object is nimitta. The main object is nimitta. The main object in the jhana is one partner of the mind, to stick on that nimitta. Okay? So piti is one of the jhanas factor only. Piti is support for jhanas, first jhana, second jhana, for the first jhana and second jhana. Third jhana don't have piti. Okay? So piti is only supporting when you feel happy, you can stay with that object for a long time. If you are not happy, you cannot stick on that object, on the nimitta. So kinds of supporting energy only. Understand? So people emphasize a lot of jhana is only piti, sukha. That's not really true, okay? Of course, and we can tell that piti is important for one characteristic to support it, but not only, and piti is the jhana's object. This is the main thing you need to understand. So in this way, we're trying to make, because of that, we're trying to make it the nimitta to be clear and stable. When you see the bright light or any color happen, it's because you have good parami, you could see that. Yes, also we can tell that because of concentration. Concentration arises means because you having continuous weekly awareness on the breathing for 10 to 20 minutes, or 20 to 30 minutes, continuous awareness on that. That's the reason your mind is very calm and very peaceful, and your body feels very light, and then concentration mind support you to get the color and the nimitta. That's what we call the sign of concentration. Okay? So when you see the color, okay, don't go and open your eye, don't go and contact, don't go and absorb on that light. Wait, be patient, and watch continuously, mindfully to the breath. And so you just continuously breathing in and out, and then when you start to see what the light, because of new experience, your mind start to get vibration. You feel a little bit, curiously you want to know why is this? Maybe there's outside light, or why you. The kind of confusion happens, the concentration can be dropped. So we should not worry, and don't go and open your eye, and don't contact with the light. Just relax and awareness on the breathing, and relax, continuously breathe. After for a while, you will feel that the concentration becomes deeper, then the color will start to change. The beginning yellow, orange, blue, I don't know what will happen to you, any color doesn't matter. Just keep it with the breathing, then there's the first level coming to the white color. Change to the white color is second level on nimitta. Okay? So when you see the white color, also just keep it with the breathing, continuously awareness of the breathing. So the white color becomes brighter and brighter. After white brightening, you will feel but the white start to moving, coming to the nostril. Sometimes come and mix with the breathing. Sometimes you don't feel missing, you will feel but in front of the nostril turning and coming, go, that feeling happen. Sometimes we told them that don't concentrate on the light. They also worry, I don't want to see the light. Then we go ignore, trying to ignore about that. That's also no good. That drop your concentration to, now the light is started, the beginning moment only we don't encourage you to see. In the beginning, yellow, orange color rising, if you go and concentrate, then the concentration can be dropped. But now your concentration becomes deeper, the bright light is coming, approach the nostril. Let it be, don't go and ignore. Don't worry about it, let it be what happened, just watch it. Your duty is just need the awareness on the breathing. Don't forget about the breathing. All the time need to be with the breath. Then slowly the white bright slowly closer and closer and smaller and clearer, slowly turn into the diamond or clear light. Crystal ball, some people see the crystal ball, some people will see the clear water where sometimes you feel bright, sometimes not bright, doesn't matter. As soon as you can get the clear light, just be awareness again continuously on the breathing. Don't go and absorb. Sometimes you start to feel that the light start to get turned into the clear glass or crystal. And you think that, oh, the nimitta sounds like clear glass now. Crystal, I will do absorption. Immediately do absorption also, the nimitta can be dropped again. So we have to wait until it is clear like a come and stop in front of the nostril until very stable. Stable means about 5 to 10 minutes times you have to wait and then you will feel, but the nimitta is stopping here. Then only your mind can concentrate to the nimitta. Slowly pay attention to the nimitta. Don't go and penetrate inside the nimitta. If you go and penetrate, the mind go and penetrate inside the nimitta, the mind is going inside the space, and then the object or the nimitta disappear too. So the beginning is very important when you're doing absorption time. The mind need to relax and awareness only slowly absorb and pay attention and on the surface of the nimitta, just stick on there. Then slowly you will feel a little bit going in, feeling about sensation going in inside the nimitta. Okay, in and out a little bit, and then slowly the mind don't want to move. Just stick on there and knowing on that object. And also some meditators when they do absorption, and they know that the mind must concentrate on the nimitta, so the mind just go and stick on the nimitta. After that, they didn't want to pay attention on that, and then they don't want to awareness on the nimitta. After stopping for a while, the mind start to get wandering thought. They told that this is already dropped from the jhana absorption. Okay, we cannot any kinds of wandering thought happen. You are not in the jhana. You need to know already dropped. Okay, so in the jhana we cannot get any wandering thought. The mind you need to know, but the object is very clearly and happily. So then you're doing absorption for a few minutes, 5 to 10 minutes time, you start to feel what the piti is feeling in your mind, and the body start to feel loosen. You don't feel your hand, you don't feel your leg, all the whole body from start to loosen and disappear. When the body disappears, you should not worry. Some people worry, they open their eyes, and where's my hand? They all drop concentration again. Okay, don't go and search. This is why the concentration naturally happen. Let it be what happened. So, okay, then you feel light and comfortable. The mind just stick with the nimitta. So the nimitta in the end, the nimitta and the mind are pulling, like a magnet. You're just trying to feel it, cannot move. And then there's, we call that going to the absorption. And then from there, your mind start to feel that the feeling from your habits, the jhana sveta start to arise. Then you can see that, okay, piti sukha is the beginning you have happening in your mind. So that feeling start to contact with the nimitta also. So you feel that when you watch to the nimitta is one point of the mind. On that, knowing on the nimitta, you feel good with that. You feel piti, sukha, happy. That piti, sukha feeling will come and join when knowing on the nimitta. Then only jhanas can last for a long time, 1 hour, 2 hours continuously. So you feel good with that feeling. Also, then it's just doing absorption, okay? So then 1 hour absorption or 2 hour absorption you're doing with determination. After 1 hour or 2 hour absorption, automatically can come out. Don't worry. Some people today, if I go absorption, if I don't know how to come out, and if it cannot come out, they are worried about that, Don't worry anything, okay? You are doing hope something and nothing happened, okay? Just relax. Automatically can come out, So after absorption, you will feel that the mind immediately came out. When come out time, immediately we need to check in our heart base area. But now we cannot see the whole piece and the whole shape of the heart. Doesn't matter that you just trying to imagine about the area of the heart base. Then trying the beginning, when you're doing absorption and your nimitta in front of the nostril. Imagine after absorption, the mind trying to focus in the heart base. So you will see the reflection, like in your heart base is like a mirror, and the nimitta is shine. The nimitta is the time connected with the mind already 1 hour. So when your mind look into the mirror, so the nimitta will be shine to the mirror, same as that. Your heart base here, the nimitta is the mind is going to look at the heart base. At the same time, the light is reflect on that area, so you can feel what the bright light is inside the heart base in this way. Okay, only 1 second, no need to stay a few minutes, and then 10 to 20 minutes. Sometimes, if you don't know how to focus, that you easily can get pain. Just reflect and such, and you feel the bright light, just come back to the nostril again and concentrate on the nimitta again. Understand? Next time I will explain more detail. Okay. So Then we start to check again, doing absorption again, 1 hour or 2 hours. After emerge of the jhana, trying to check again, jhana's factor, one by one. Just now I explained that. In the first jhana, have 5 jhana's factor. So the jhana, when you're doing absorption, you cannot check jhana factor, okay? Now, okay, the teacher told you that in the first jhana have 5 jhanas factor. So you start to doing absorption time, you know that you start to have feeling about piti. So what meditator do it? Oh, now I start to feel piti. And then I say, oh, third jhana's factor. They think there, first thing there, okay, oh, this is third jhana's factor. And then sukha happen, oh, this is the 4th jhanas. Oh, this must be one partner. So the creating and then there's the kind of investigation is not good for your jhana. You already dropped right there. You cannot do anything so that any noticing in this why is it cannot do that. Just let it be. Absorption is knowing on the object only for a long time. Just the feeling. In much of the absorption only we can check immediately and try to check first jhana factor, second, third, fourth, and fifth jhana factor. If you can feel 5 jhana factor at the same time or one by one, that's only we can decide. Just now absorption at the first jhana. Okay. Now already first jhana, okay? Then after, we also need to practice for 5 mastery, and then you feel very expert on the first jhana. And then after doing a few hours, a few times on the 5 mastery, we will start to go to the second jhana. In the first jhana, the first jhana have 5 jhanas factor. Number 1 and number 2, Vitaka and Vichara, we call upright thought and sustained thought. This is also one kind of the mind have to know and need to pay attention on this anapana nimitta, when you do absorption time. The beginning we need to pay attention on that. So that one also comes of busy mind, okay? We don't want to notice that. We want to let go about Vitaka and Vichara. This you can do the kind of determination, contemplative. And also another reason, first jhana is very close to the 5 hindrances. You know, 5 hindrances, strength, and then rest and sensual desire, aware, no, tough. And that is very close to the 5 hindrances. And I want to get highest jhana. That's really anytime can drop. So I don't want first jhana. I want to go second jhana, doing determination. After doing determination, your mind trying to absorb to the nimitta again. Doing first jhana for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. In much of the absorption, trying to concentrate again to the nimitta. Then slowly after for a while, Vitaka, Vichara will slowly drop. Piti, Sukha, Ekagata, where we get stronger and stronger. Piti can be very strong. Then you're doing absorption 1 hour or 2 hours. The time your mind is very strong, Piti arises different from the first jhana. Better than the first jhana, you will feel that very happy feeling. And then after image absorption, image of the second jhana, we need to check again in the heart space how many jhanas factor. So you will see the 3 jhanas factor, Piti, Sukha, Ekagata. Understand, okay? Understand not? Very difficult. Next time, okay? Now just learn. And then after that, we trying to go into the third jhana. In the second jhana, piti is very strong. That piti also can create emotion. So we don't want any kind of emotion. We want to get stable mind, very quiet jhana and a powerful mind. So that's the reason we don't want piti. We want to go to the third jhana. Then doing determination. After determination, the mind trying to concentrate on the nimitta again. All the time nimitta will clear and stable at the time. No need to worry. The beginning only difficult. In the end, all the time, as soon as you close your eye and think about the breath, the clear light is always there. Never drop again. Okay? The beginning, when you're doing absorption too early, the color is never turned to the clear. You only see the color, you go and do absorption. After 20 minutes, can we draw again? Can we draw again? Nimitta always disappear in this way. Some meditator, I saw that they told they already practiced 4 jhana. So now I asked them to practice that you cannot see any nimitta again. So why? Because when they do absorption in the beginning, the first time, their nimitta is not clear at all. So we can tell that why jhana drop, because the nimitta is not clear at all. So they cannot maintain for that long time for that jhana. Understand? So that's the reason. If you get a clear nimitta at the beginning, difficult for you to get clear nimitta. But one time you are successful for the whole life, never drop again. As soon as you close your eye and think about the breath, the clear light is always there. Understand? There's a difference. And also, because the nimitta is clear, When you want to see 32 part of body, it's very easier, very transparent inside the glass, like that you will see. If the nimitta is not clear, you can't penetrate much. It's different too. Okay, so don't be lazy and be patient and wait until clear and stable for the whole life. Then you start to absorb again to the nimitta, go into the first jhana 10 minutes, second jhana 10 minutes. After that, with piti, where we slowly drop, and only sukha and ekagata, 2 jhanas better in the third jhana, okay? Then after third jhana, doing mastery again. Then third jhana, also we want to go fourth jhana. Okay, we go in fourth jhana, in the third jhana have sukha. We don't want happiness. We want to go to the fourth jhana, highest one. Then after determination, trying to do again absorption to the nimitta. On the nimitta, going 1 to second up to the third jhana. After third jhana, absorb again deeply. Then sukha automatically disappear, drop in. Then only one pointed mind absorb to the nimitta. When sukha disappear, equanimity characteristic coming in. So in the fourth jhana, we still have 2 jhanas better. So we can check the student when they do absorption in fourth jhana, how many jhanas better we ask. So they told us 1 jhanas better, only 1 characteristic. Why did the sukha go away? Because the 5 jhanas better drop sukha. In the third jhana have 2 jhanas better, happiness and 1 partner of the mind. So coming to the fourth jhana, sukha go away, they think that only 1 partner of mind. Then they didn't realize equanimity come in. So in the fourth jhana, we have to see 2 jhanas better, equanimity and 1 partner of the mind. So it's a difference. So after that, you're trying to do absorption. When you reach the fourth jhana level, the mind is very calm and very peaceful. And only your body didn't move, only like a stone. They just stop there, and the mind is really absorbed. And so there is deep absorption. The mind was very powerful. You're doing 1 hour, very, very clear and very sharp. There is a power from the concentration. After 1 hour or 2 hour absorption, come out from the absorption, you're trying to check, you can see 2 jhanas better. There's 4 jhana, okay? So we can practice jhana and anapanasati and the 4 jhana, not more than 4 jhana. So first to the 4th is we call rupa jhana. So there's, and just now I was mentioning that emptiness about rupa. Emptiness or nama. Emptiness or nama is okay. Who want to go? People think that now we have mind and matter, the body and the mind. Okay, you call it mind and matter. Sometimes because of the mind creating so many things, so many problems. So, okay, some people had that kind of idea, a new idea happen. Why not? Our body is only the body without mind. Maybe very good for us. It is true. Do you feel this way sometimes? Some people had that. There is a time, okay, nowadays happen on our testament, the time of the before Buddha happening out of the Buddha Sasana, that kind of idea. So they also have practicing jhana and that. So they have that idea. So they was creating their mind. I don't want any kinds of mind in my body. After dying, I just want to stay in somewhere only body. Yes, they pray that. But before that, they have been practicing until 4 jhana. They had that kind. Without jhana, you cannot create. After practicing 4 jhana only, that wholesome karma will support for that. What you want, you can get. Okay. Okay. Now you want to go to in some country. Okay, like Australia. You want to go Australia. What you need? You need ticket, okay? Without ticket you can't go, okay? But for this ticket you need enough money. The money is not enough. Although you want to go, you cannot go. Understand? So you need the ticket. Really, this ticket is guaranteed for you to go or not. Although you have intention to go, Brahma ring. Brahma ring is Arupa immaterial and material ring, the highest ring. You want to go, but you don't have good merit, good karma with you. Although you want to go, you cannot go. Okay? If you have good karma, enough for your ticket. Oh, now tomorrow I want to go. Buy tonight. Okay, very easy. From computer. Okay, then tomorrow you have ticket, you can go it. Understand? In this way. So now they created, okay, I want to go to only rupa form. I don't want any mind in my body. Because of this mind, we have so much suffering. It is true? It is true? Yeah. True or not? Okay, have this, the mind creating, controlling many things. I want this, I want that, many things. This is the mind control. So I don't want any mind, I just want body. So that is the reason. They also had good karma. After they die, they went to the 4 jhana plane. We had the 1st jhana range, 2nd jhana, 3rd jhana, 4th jhana range. We had 16 planes. There's 4 jhana planes that we call Asinyata plane. And that plane, that area has only rupa, no nama at all. And many people are there. Many Brahma are there. All the Brahma are like a stone, sit down, and just stop. Just stop there, nothing to do. Because of no mind, never controlled by the mind. Don't want to eat, nothing to do, just stop there. So how much you had that lifespan? They will stay and did the whole lifespan, how many years, and then long life, because the 4 jhana is very long lifespan. So some kinds of people, they will stay there for many, nothing to do, no need to watch, okay, but just stop there, and with the body, this we can call at that place, no nama, the emptiness of mind, understand? Only rupa body form, okay? There is one kind of emptiness. Another one, we will like to explain that after 4 jhana, okay, 4 jhana finish, there is material jhana. We have immaterial jhana, only consciousness planes, no rupa, no body form. Okay, just now 4 jhana, one asanyata, only body. Okay, another one is coming to the 5th jhana, 6th jhana, 7th jhana, 8th jhana place. The place only consciousness, no body. So in the practice jhana, again, the time before Buddha happened in our universe, last time people like to practice vajana. So the kind of people have very strong parami and good karma. So they will create again in their mind, I don't want to get any body. Because of this body, we have to feed them. This is very busy for us. Only the mind. I just want to stay with quiet and peaceful feeling. The kind of idea again. But they have been practicing the Dhamma and the Arupa jhana. They knew how to practice. So that's the reason they create again. I don't want any body. Only consciousness may be good. I just want to stay with jhana feeling, with peaceful feeling. That's the reason they create again, doing determination. Then after they die, depends on their practice. Some people emphasize a lot about 5th jhana. They like it very much about 5th jhana. They interested about that. So they also one reason they just want to go to their consciousness range. They don't want body. So after they die, they reborn in the 5th jhana planes. Okay. Some people are analyzing about 6th jhana. They like it very much. Other jhana they are not interested. So when they die, they will reborn in the 6th jhana range. Only consciousness, no body, no more form. There's also 5th jhana, 6th jhana, 7th jhana, 8th jhana. So we need to know about this. This is the system of universe. Now we are living inside the universe. Okay. So how the universe happens? Okay, we have 31 planes in this universe. The top of the universe we have 4 layers, 4 planes. Arupa jhana plane, in immaterial jhana range, 4 range. Okay. So 8 jhana, 7 jhana, 6 jhana, 5th jhana, going down from the top to the down. Okay. So you can see the 4 layers. After 4 layers, you will start to feel material range. We call 4th jhana range, 3rd jhana range, 2nd jhana range, and 1st jhana range. On that 4 up to the first jhana, we can see the 16 planes. Okay, but we just know roughly. Okay, so just now 4 arupa and now 16 rupa jhana. Or how many? 20 brains already, okay? 20 brains in this universe. That is the top one, But for this first jhana to 8 jhana range, you need to practice jhana. If you have never practiced jhana, you don't have experience about jhana, you want to go, also you cannot go. Okay, that is the highest in the universe. After that, you will start to feel about 6 layers of the heaven. Devas and deity are living there. So for this 6 layers, depends on your karma in the previous lifetime, in the human lifetime. Some people like to do dana, some people like to do by keeping the precept and the meditation. That karma will support you to go to the heaven. Easy to go. Okay? That one is easy. Without jhana, you can go there, to the heaven. need to clear, okay, very important. So that you simply cannot go. What you are doing, you need to contact, communicate. That's only where you want to go, you need to decide. And because of your decision, you have to practice, okay? So 6 layer of Devarin, because of good karma, you can go there, you can reborn there. Depends on your practice. In the previous lifetime, you might do very happy, with happiness, and you're doing good thing, a lot of good karma. When you reborn in the heaven, you will get beautiful deity form, or very bright and very good properties will happen to you. If your marriage is not so good, a little death, you are not so bright, not so beautiful as others. Don't get fighting with each other, okay? Don't get jealous with other deities. You just contemplate that. When I was in human beings, my marriage is not so good, so I have that ability, okay? Trying to be happy. And then why I remind you to do this? If not, you have forgot about what I reminded you. You go in there, you are not so bright, not so beautiful, others beautiful. You will start to get jealous and angry. Immediately you can die there, okay? Immediately will drop, okay? Cannot last for a long time. Cannot get anger so much in the heaven, okay? It's important. I just remind you, okay? Because and also you need to understand in the heaven, one Deva have 500 deities, at least 500 deities. Some group Deva have 1,000. And you know, the king of Deva we call Sacha. You know, your to the Tikong. He had millions of wives, you know, many thousands of wives. That don't get jealous too, okay? That's depends, and that's their condition. To them is that's normal, okay? In human, you will criticize and many things will happen. So that is normal. We remember their karma. Your karma is good. You have many followers, you know, followers. Today I already explained the matter. Why you get many followers? Why? You know, remember or not? Quickly answer. Jealousy, okay? If you have jealousy, no follower. If you don't have jealousy, a lot of followers. Remember, no? There's all a contact, you know, can communicate. The Dhamma is, sorry? No, for the Devaran. For the Devaran, for deities and Deva have, only Rupa Jana is no body form. Rupa have body form, and body, mind and body. Now explain about the Devaran. Devaran 6 Devaran deities. Deva have body form and the mind and body too. And okay, so after Deva, in the Deva range, some people like to enjoy and they will be happy with the environment, and then their followers forgot about meditation. It cannot last long time. After you die, you still going back to the animal life or any human life again. Okay. Some have good parami. You come here and meditate. You are interested for meditation, happy with meditation. Oh, you might get the kind of wish you need. If you want to go to the heaven, you need to know the kind of determination. Oh, I will go to the heaven. I want to be a meditator, Devas. You know, meditator, Devas. Your wish is important. Okay. Then only when you reach there, you want to meditate. So you will meet many meditation teacher and teaching all the Dhamma, so you can learn more. And you can practice some Deva, practice meditation. After that, they go into the Arahant, to be Arahant. If some people, they don't like to meditate, they just enjoy that. Also, after they die, they have to go down again. There's a difference, okay? Don't think that all the Deva is good. Depends on how you are, what you want. There's also different, okay? Also, after Deva 6 spring, now 26 spring already. After Devaran, now our human beings, okay? Our human being also one kind of being, one layer. After human, we start to see what animal, spirit, ghosts, demons, and the hell beings, for Asuya, okay? Foreign, and our human being is you can see that our besides animal, you can see same level. With human and animal are same level. It is true? Don't get angry with me now. You just check. Besides many animals, okay? How about the ghost? Same level, okay? Ghost, spirit, all same level with us. You can see that. Why you have to proud? No need to be proud. We are very dangerous. Because we were used to it, we like to see our neighbor what they are doing, okay? Animal, what they like to do? They like to kill each other. They want to fight each other. They like to get jealous each other. It is true. So when you see many times, you also like to do that kind of character. You want to do it. Do you understand? You are following what they are doing. Brahma rain, what they are doing. Only jhana, practice peacefully. Nobody fighting, no jealous. There's a different layer, had different condition. The mind is also different. We are creating our mind is like a drawing out a picture. What you want, what kind of picture you want, you are drawing. Karma is you are creating the picture. Understand? If you want good picture, you will draw a beautiful picture. Then you will reborn in a good place. Now you are drawing about a bad picture, bad intention, and bad pictures happens. You will reborn in a bad place. Understand? So the humans are a bit dangerous. You can get human life because of very good karma you have done in the previous lifetime, but also very dangerous. Easily can drop because of you following about the animal character. Go after you die, go into the animal life. You following about and again any others in back karmas, you also can go directly to the hell or and the spirits and ghosts. There's also in the nature too. So you can see the all 31 range. In this 31 range, just now we explained is that no consciousness, only rupa is in the 4 jhana range. Okay, 16 range first to the 4 jhana. In that area we call Asinyata Deva Brahma range. They can reborn in there. And also because of no consciousness, you don't need to worry, no need to quarrel, no need to work hard. Okay, just sit down and wait until lifespan finish. That's also not so good idea. Okay, you have to wait long time. Then another type, just now I already explained, only they want to stay with consciousness. So what is reason? They pray and they practice until they get arupa jhana. After successful arupa jhana, they can choose where they want to go. They can be reborn in 5th jhana, 6th jhana, or 7th jhana. They can choose and they can stay there. Also the lifespan was very, very long. You can stay there. Okay? Understand? No? So for that bring only consciousness, how to practice this 5th jhana, 6th jhana, 7th jhana, 8th jhana, also very important to practice. Okay? Just now I already explained about 4th jhana, how to go to the 4th jhana. You have the nimitta, on the kriya nimitta you are doing absorption. The nimitta cannot disappear, okay? All the time the object must be obvious for the absorption, knowing. So okay, now in March of the 4th jhana, now we want to go to the 5th jhana. So we need to do that, okay, I want the body is also kind of sovereign. We don't want body form. We just want to go to the arupa range. Also for this, I want to emphasize, I want to go to the space object. So there's a reason I want to go to the 5th jhana doing determination. After that, you have to take again the object. Then once we cannot go by the anapana nimitta already to the 5th jhana. Anapana nimitta, anapana object can practice only 4 jhana. So we have to practice different ways. 10 kasina, you might heard about it. White kasina, yellow kasina, red kasina, and brown kasina, color kasina. Kasina means you concentrate on the one of the, okay, white kasina, you can, okay, mainly we teach the student is you concentrate on your body. You will see by your skeleton. After you see skeleton, you concentrate on the skull, and then on the head area, and trying to concentrate there, trying to think about white. The whole skeleton become very white. Cycle happen. After you see about the white object, stay with there for a while, 5 to 10 minutes time. The white until very stable. After the white color is stable, our mind trying to spread. The mind spread, so then the object also can be slowly become ready. So every direction we need to spread. So the white color spread to every direction. Understand? So like in the sky, you see the cloud moving, and so it depends on your parami. Some people, actually their intention want to spread everywhere. They can spread very within short time. Some people have to take long time. So for them, they have to spread 1 feet, another feet, slowly. Okay. There's also don't get jealous. Okay. It depends on your practice and your parami. So if you can spread immediately to every direction, it's very good. And stay for a while. After that, you concentrate in front of you, one area, trying to concentrate on the white object. Then you just stay with there, doing absorption, and then you just stay on there, white object, and trying to concentrate again. And then start to go into the 1st jhana, 2nd jhana, 3rd jhana, 4th jhana, same as Anapana jhana, 1st to 4. That's easier to focus on a white kasina object. For the fifth jhana, we think again after four jhana, imagine of four jhana white object again. On that white object, we need to penetrate. So when you concentrate this four jhana, you already have four jhana concentration. So that way we support you to penetrate what you want to know. So when you concentrate on the white object, you will start to feel many holes, small holes. The hole is, okay, we call that is a space. When we can tell that we have any kinds of object, it's all eye. And if we can penetrate by Vipassana knowledge, you will see that all are ultimate reality. Many particles are joined together. Now you see that, okay, that one on the brick, you see that one piece, solid. When you pound, you breaking down, you will see that all are becomes powder, like this, small particles are happening. Same as that. Just yesterday I already explained about coming to the rupa particles. In the white color object, you might see that the white color or white object, but when you concentrate inside the nimitta or inside the white object, you don't see white piece. Slowly you will see many holes are joined to the particles. So you choose one of the small hole. Then it's your mind trying to penetrate inside and think about that there is a space, and then the mind start to follow in there. Then you will feel that after for a while the mind is going into that space. Very freedom, and the mind is totally quiet and very peaceful. Tranquility and equanimity feeling happen. You cannot get piti sukha, fifth jhana. So many people are told that fifth jhana, sixth jhana, how they told very happy. They told. So we know the answer, but we don't want to tell. Okay, cannot get only piti sukha. That's must remember, because of fifth jhana, sixth jhana, seventh jhana, eighth jhana, only piti, one partner mind and equanimity mind. Only two jhanas better only. And the mind was already tranquility, very equanimity, just knowing on the object only. Understand? The knowing is consciousness only. Okay? After you're trying to concentrate on the space, there is a fifth jhana object. After fifth jhana, we want to go to the sixth jhana. Going to the sixth jhana object is consciousness, contemplate on the only consciousness. Consciousness is arising in where? The mind happen in where? Yesterday we already explained, and the habit is the feeling, all the feeling, good and bad feeling, all the time happen in your habits. So then we need to believe that the mind is inside the habits. So there's just now on the fifth jhana object, space object. So when you concentrate on the space, the time our mind is contemplating inside our habits, knowing. The mind knowing in the habits, you will feel the feeling of equanimity and the feeling of one partner mind is happening. If next time you practice nama session, mind session, you will understand. When you practice 4 jhana time, 31 chitta and chittasika, mind and consciousness and metta fetters are arising. Understand now, because we know your practice today, so very difficult for me to explain. Okay, just trying to understand about jhana fetta first. The next step only we can study more about consciousness and metta fetters. Okay, in the third jhana time, you can see that 31 jhanas fetta. In the second jhana time, 32 jhanas fetta. In the first jhana time, 34 metta fetters, jhana, chitta and chittasika. All are different level of mind as happen. If we don't know how to check about your heart speed, we don't know how to check about mind or thought process, we do not understand. I'll continue. Listen carefully. Okay, later I will ask one by one. Okay. First jhana, how many jhanas fetta? Really, I will ask, so I can see how's your wisdom. How deep for concentration, that we can check after 6 days of practice. Okay. So now coming to the fifth jhana. Okay, fifth jhana is one partner of the mind and equanimity mind. 2 jhanas fetta. Okay, very quietly happen. Then going to the 6 jhanas. In the beginning, fifth jhana, we are contemplating and knowing on the fifth jhana object, space. Now, our mind trying to contemplate in your habits area, only consciousness, knowing the feeling only. We want to concentrate only the mind, knowing, or that just now is the space. Now it's just now concentrate on the feeling of the knowing. That's what we call vinyana ninchaya jhana, knowing on the contemplate by consciousness. Okay. This is jhana object. And also another one is a number 7 jhana. And number 7 jhana is just now we have the, when you practice this jhana, going to the consciousness, the mind is contemplating the consciousness. the fifth jhana object will disappear. Understand? Space, knowing of the space will disappear because you taking in the consciousness. Understand? Understand? Oh, okay. Okay, going back again. Fifth jhana. Fifth jhana object is the space. Okay, space object. You know that space. There is a fifth jhana object. Sixth jhana object is not on the space. Knowing. Just now we know that we contemplate on the space. We have consciousness knowing on the space. Now our intention is want to know on the consciousness, knowing on it, contemplate on the knowing. Knowing is sixth jhana object. Contemplating on consciousness. Okay. Now go into the seventh jhana object. Seventh jhana object is when you come into the sixth jhana object. Understand? Come into the consciousness. Fifth jhana object disappear. The mind is not interested on the fifth jhana, not interested on the space. Understand? The space object will disappear. The disappearance of the object of the space, knowing on the space is we call emptiness, no rupa object in our mind. Understand? Understand? No space, not knowing on the space. Understand? This is what we call nothingness. Okay? Nothingness object, no object. Okay? Only knowing object is a consciousness. After that we continue. The knowing again on that knowing of the object is nothingness. Contemplating on nothingness is we call seven jhana object. Understand? So for that seven jhana object, we don't have rupa, only but still have consciousness. Don't forget about that, okay? People think that nothingness, doing practicing jhana nothingness. We don't have mind, we don't have body, they think that. Not true, okay? And the arupa jhana, eight jhana, we have consciousness cannot lost. Understand? So some teacher also teach that now you are going to the space, knowing on the space, and after space you will be disappear, no more rupa, no more nama. Okay, cannot be this way. Or fifth jhana space, okay, object, but the mind must be known. The mind cannot lost. The mind is stay there because of arupa jhana. The mind is very soft. Understand? Now we contemplate about seven jhana object, nothingness. No object at all, but the mind still have knowing of the nothingness. Contemplating on nothingness there. So we just continue with them. The time the mind is very quiet and very peaceful. Okay? No rupa at all, only consciousness. This we can call it emptiness of rupa. Just now, emptiness of nama in the fourth jhana range. Now coming to the seventh jhana, no emptiness of rupa, emptiness of all the object, but only the mind, only the consciousness. Okay? Then after that, we will contemplate again eight jhana object. Eight jhana object is the highest jhana. So when you enter to the eight jhana, just now we contemplate on the seven jhana object, emptiness. Now we contemplate again on that object of emptiness. Knowing of the emptiness is very good and very fine, and it's very good. You had contemplated about the goodness of emptiness. Okay, so trying to think, oh, emptiness is very good. Just speak in this way. Okay, oh, emptiness is very fine, very good for me. That's the way you just contemplate again. Think about the quality of emptiness. The time in the mind's level is in the habitude. Sometimes you will feel very subtle. Sometimes you don't feel really, but stay happy. Because your samadhi was very and the minds are very subtle, so you don't feel sometimes. But stay there. So you need to be very awareness on that. Because of that, they call it this jhana, eight jhana. Is the name of eight jhana is neither perception or non-perception. Perception means you knowing on the object sometimes you don't feel it, but stay there. The mind is there. Understand? This is also emptiness object too. So we can see that in different ways. And if you want to go in that place, you have to practice anti eight jhana. And also another one, number 3, emptiness of mind and matter. Okay. So for these people, for ordinary people, you can practice. Okay, ordinary means who are not yet attend sotapan. Okay, normal people. Okay, not yet sotapan, not yet anaga, not yet arahant. Just simple way, okay? They want practice, they like to practice jhana, okay? Happy feeling, they like it, they want to enjoy in the jhana. They will practice and the 8 jhana, okay? Okay, they will choose it. I don't want to go in the, I don't want to get the mind, only want to stay with body. Okay, 4 jhana practice. I want to go only the mind, I don't want to get body. Go 7 jhana, 8 jhana. Okay, and 5th jhana, doesn't matter, you can choose it. You can practice jhana. After that, where you want to go, you can go. Now another one is emptiness as nibbana object. Nibbana have no more rupa, no more nama. Understand? No nama, no rupa. The one is how we can practice. Only, and we call it, you can start from this, Nirodha Samapatti. Nirodha Samapatti is attainment of cessation. Cessation is contemplating on Nibbana. Is 2 types of Nibbana contemplating. After Sotapan or Anagan, you can contemplate that, you can think about the Nibbana object. The one is attainment of fruition. We still have consciousness, knowing, taking out the piece of Nibbana. Understand? When you want to take the piece of Nibbana, you have to practice what is the Nibbana, the first. If not, how to contemplate. Understand? Who after practicing Sotapan, only easier to practice this one. If not, you cannot practice this attainment of fruition. Another one is attainment of cessation. The one is we call Nirodha Samapatti, very high the practice. The one is non-consciousness. Stop for 7 days. Venerable Sariputta, they all like to practice 7 days Nirodha Samapatti, they call it non-consciousness. Only taking the Nibbana object only. The time also 7 days, after 7 days only can wake up. Then, but the highest merit is there. So I'm very going offer that immediately can be reached. You know, many stories you can see that because of the enter that's Nirodha Samapatti, called it attainment of cessation. Very high merits and very good. Only Anagan and Arahant can do it. Understand? Attainment of cessation is only non-returner and Arahant type. These 2 type of people only can do. But these 2 also must emphasize jhana. If they don't know how, they never practice jhana, they cannot enter that Nirodha Samapatti, attainment of cessation. Okay, that's the basis one, very important. Also, yesterday I already explained about Anatta Pendika Vara Sutta, and the Venerable Sariputta was teaching to the director, start from the Vipassana directly. No? He didn't explain about Anapanasati or jhana or that, didn't explain in that sutta beginning practice. Why? He was already Sotapan. He knew that what is a Four Noble Truth. Okay, I understood that. For those people, we don't need to explain clearly how to practice was basis one. So now in this case also same, for them who want to practice to be a Nirodha Samapatti up to the Arahant and taking out the Nibbana object, to them because they are Anagan only can do, non-returner only can practice, and Arahant only can practice this. So for them, we don't need to explain Anapanasati and dependent origination. They knew that, okay, they have that knowledge, they already practice. So they already practiced many times, they had that knowledge. They just started like the Buddha and Venerable Sariputta and Moggallana, when they practice to be Arahant, they don't need to realize again because they have already practiced Namarupa, everything. So when they practice Vajjana object, they did the first time. Yesterday I already explained that. Okay, like you did the first jhana, depends on your wish. Some people like a first jhana feeling is very close and very good feeling with them. Some people like third jhana, some people like a 7 jhana, 8 jhana. Depends on you. So you can choose one of the jhana, which jhana you prefer, then trying to concentrate again on that jhana object. We just now explained in the first jhana you attend, okay, trying to do absorption 1 hour. In this 1 hour, we have 2 kinds of the beginning, knowing of the nimitta we call upright thought. You know that this anapana nimitta is knowing of the object is upright thought. Okay, the sustained thought is following mind or thought process, continuously knowing on the object. In this mind or thought process, you can see the 34 jhanas, 34 chitta and chittasika. Chitta means consciousness. Chittasika means the matter factors, different kinds of matter factors. So 34 chitta and chittasika are arising and passing in your mind or thought process many times. 1 hour continuously happen 34 the matter factors are arising with mind or thought process. So Then in the jhana time, we cannot do vipassana. Understand? We have to practice now vipassana for this nirvana samapatti, attainment of cessation. Without vipassana, you cannot attain about this nirvana. So we cannot attach on the jhana. On that jhana object or the chitta and chittasika, we have to practice vipassana. So now we need to know what is the jhana object. Jhana object 34, chitta and chittasika now. Only consciousness, the mind, we have to take it, this mind, to contemplate about impermanent suffering, non-self. So we need to know how the mind or thought process happen, arising and passing away about jhana's mind or thought process. Understand? After you see the mind or thought process, only you can start to do it. In much of the absorption, only we will start to practice about vipassana. So you see again, so following mind can practice vipassana. Understand? Some teachers teach in US also. Some of the Mahathera, year 2000, we have Jhana conference in New Mexico. They have invited me, so I went there. One of the Mahathera also came from Sri Lanka. So he was mentioned, he was the first and the speaker. He was taught about the jhana. All we had to explain about jhana, how you practice. So we had this big discussion. So the monks, the Mahathera was telling that, okay, we're doing absorption for 1 hour. When you start to do absorption, in this absorption time, you also can contemplate about vipassana. Doing vipassana impermanent suffering non-self. He was mentioning that. And I knew that it's not true. Then for me, difficult to tell because he was bhikkhu. I'm a nun. I cannot tell you are not right. It's very, very bad for me. It's also not good because our Asia culture respect bhikkhu. So Western culture is different. If bhikkhu they don't care. You think that it's not right, they want to tell it. So then after that my turn, so I just talked and said, but if I tell in this way, obviously it's not so good. So I just explain about what is a jhana sveta, how to practice jhana. At the end of my talk, the bhikkhu already went back. The next day, they asked me that question. Sister, we know that the jhana, inside the jhana cannot do vipassana. How do you feel? The Bandit was talking about can do it inside the jhana. They was asked me that question, so it's difficult for me. So anyway, all our jhana teacher, if I'm not answer for that, very difficult for the Buddha's teaching, very dangerous. So anyway, I have to explain. Cannot, impossible. Jhana is only absorption mind. We cannot contemplate anything, but we cannot do about vipassana. If you contemplate about this, impermanent suffering non-self, already out of the jhana. Okay, this is the reason we have to explain. So when I did explain, once they were agreed at that because they knew this. Then in this way, after absorption only, in much of the absorption, immediately we had the feeling stay there, happiness are there. Continuously trying to recover again. Just now this is how the absorption might happen. So the feeling starts to arise again. At that time only we can contemplate about, now I start to see about chitta, consciousness. Some people cannot do one by one. Only Venerable Sariputta can do it. Buddha and Venerable Sariputta, only 2 people can do it. One chitta doing impermanent suffering non-self. And then the feeling impermanent suffering non-self. One by one. Every characteristic, every metaphysics, they did impermanent suffering non-self. That's their wisdom very short. Buddha and Sariputta wisdom is no one can fight. They are very, very high because of the way they practice our vipassana is different. For the other ordinary people, okay, now we see the 34 metaphysics, they could see the mind too, consciousness and metaphysics, but they cannot do like Venerable Sariputta and Buddha. So when they see 34 metaphysics, okay, arising of 34 metaphysics, passing away by 34 metaphysics and chittasika, impermanent suffering non-self. Okay? So there is also vipassana, but because of the way they practice is not so deep as Venerable Sariputta and Buddha, so their wisdom not strong. Then they doing vipassana again about the mind or thought process. And then also can reach and where you want to go. It depends on you. Easily you can get first attainment, either Sotapan or Sakaraga. That's what you easily can do. If you really want to go near the Samapatti, also depends on you, how you can practice vipassana on that jhana. So mainly we emphasize the first jhana to going systematically and the 8th jhana. Very easier to go about that Nirvana Samapatti. Because 8 jhanas, the mind is very subtle and very, very, very subtle. Sometimes you feel it, sometimes you don't feel good. You don't really feel about perception. So the time you just contemplate about the mind or thought process. So at that jhana, the mind is already very close to the nibbana feeling, but different to nibbana object, and the 8 jhana feeling is different, but the sensation of peace are mostly 100% and 70%. The feeling, understand? 100, but same all kinds of peacefulness. In the 8 jhana, you don't have defilement about body. You don't have defilement about the mind. The mind already very settled, not much defilement. Already cut it out so many things. Okay, so very shadow mind only. Then nibbana object is no mind. Do you understand? No mind and very shadow mind. There's a difference. Okay, so very quiet and very peaceful. So for those people, if you can practice vipassana on the 8 jhana object or the mind or thought process, after 4 while, directly enter to the Nirodha Samapatti, attainment of cessation. So they can practice. I can tell that very easily. Nirodha Samapatti is non-consciousness, non-mind. Only before they enter Nirodha Samapatti, only thinking on the Nibbana object only. So when you start to enter the Nirodha Samapatti, before you taking the Nibbana object, you need to do determination. Okay, I will enter the Nirodha Samapatti for 7 days. After that, you're just trying to take in one Nibbana object again. Then after that, you're trying to do Vipassana. After for a while, the mind will stop. Because originally the jhana's basis one is sometimes appear, sometimes perception not clear, very close to the closing of the mind. Now when you enter to the Nibbana object, it's already stopped. That's we call Nirodha Samapatti, non-consciousness at all. Understand? So can stay 7 days. There's already, and you don't have any suffering. And the body was sitting there for 7 days. People come and burn you, okay, but cannot. When you are entering Nibbana time, people come and put fire, but the fire is finished, but your body is still there. Okay, because of the quality of Nibbana, cannot burn, Also same as the people, there are many robbers, when the one of the bhikkhu were entering on the Nirodha Samapatti, many robbers, they were some robber by the many, and I think big package, and then they brought from the others, and they throw from there. They didn't know night time that the bhikkhu was there. They just throw away, totally. Then say early in the morning, and then they just pick up the things. I finished that the bhikkhu was there. They were so scared and very frightened. But because of Nirodha Samapatti, the bhikkhu didn't know what they are doing. In this way. So Nirodha Samapatti is very powerful. Only Anagan and Arhan can do it. And also we need to know how to practice. This is very important. Okay? Okay. So if you want to practice, come, I will explain how to practice. Okay? So it's very interesting and very, very good for you. You can let go of our attachment. But before practice this one, we need to practice and this sort of fun. We need to understand about Four Noble Truths. Cannot jump immediately. Cannot be successful. The Four Noble Truths, the truth of the suffering, the origin of the suffering, the way of dealing with the cessation of the suffering, and this is all for not the Noble Truth. We have to practice and this sort of them first. After that, only easier for you. In this way, we try to contemplate, and it is Nibbana object. This is temporary. After 7 days, the mind happen again. So not yet enter Nibbana, temporary Nibbana. Okay. But the phase of the Nibbana. After that, you get an Arahant. After Arahant, you need to stay on until your lifespan finish, like a Buddha. And whenever many bhikkhus, after Arahant, they still need to go on, carry on their mind and body, and they enter to the Nibbana. The last day, we call it like a Buddha. The last day of their life, and the last moment, they will enter again to the Nibbana object. The last moment, okay, after that they die. After that consciousness, when that consciousness arises, no more consciousness, directly enter to the Nibbana. Nibbana, where is the Nibbana? Nowhere. No place, not in this 31 universe. In this universe, in this 31 place, we cannot show where is the Nibbana. Nothingness. No nama, not in the Pure Land, no? Don't miss with that. People think that Nibbana is Pure Land. That's also not true. Because I could see in Taiwan and many Chinese Mahayana background, they told that Nibbana, the Pure Land is many, many drawing, But Nibbana, real Nibbana don't have, No nama, no rupa. Understand? they told that in the university they want to put a meditation also one of the Dhamma subject in there. They want to learn about in university in Taipei. So they were invited a few professors were discussed with me. So Theravada teaching also they want to put in there. So how it's beautiful, so but I had to try hard. But you go and teach to the other place, you have to be humble. Here also may get many teachers, okay, in the future. You cannot show that I'm teacher and this I know everything, cannot do it in this way. You need to be humble, you have to add that you don't know anything, Okay. Okay, you have to do it in this way. When they already fight, only you fight well, okay? In this way, but if not, everywhere you go, you will have problem because of your ego. I'm teacher, or I know everything, you don't know this and that. That's a lot of argument will happen. You need to be very humble. Then everywhere you go. For me, Christian background is very good. Everywhere I go. And then since 10 years ago, then Manchester University, Oxford University, all the students are Christian, not Buddhist at all. They support me a lot all the time. They learn the Dhamma, they practice with me meditation. I didn't talk about religion because I do not understand about your background, Christian background. I did not understand. And I also don't talk about anything. I just talk about meditation. You want to learn, come and learn. So, okay, so we have very good relationship. So all support each other. Many Christians, after that, they change to the Buddhism too. I explain basics only. What we teach, Buddhism learn about loving kindness. We emphasize about precept. 5 precepts, we don't want to kill all the beings. We use compassion mind, loving kindness mind to the beings. They can accept. Understand? So we cannot tell Theravada is very good. Only Buddhism is the best. We cannot tell in this way. Then they will shoot you out, okay, very soon. Okay, so we have to go very, very low key. And that's only they will understand there. Okay, so even Muslim in Indonesia, Jakarta, when I teach, they came and join. Muslims are not easy to change. They came and practice. They go to jhana also. They could sit 4 hours, 5 hours continuously. So after the end of the retreat, they are very, very happy. And then a few of the Muslims were changed to the Buddhism. Not easy, And also in the kitchen, all the helpers all are Muslim, in this retreat. All Muslims, so I went there, they are very happy. So I just make a good friend, okay? We should not hope I'm nun, they have to respect to me. If you hope about that, you have to suffer. Understand? You always want to get monks and nuns, they want always attention from the people, they want all the time respect from the people. That's suffering too. Because of that, the problems happen. Understand? So nothing special. We always think that since we were young, we learned that Nama and Rupa, nothing special. Particles only, okay? As soon as you contemplate, close your eye, you want to think about particles, easy. Because now we don't want to enter Arahant. Why? I have to do many things, okay? Same as your, excuse, I have to do something. Because there, I'm not yet enter, I'm not yet come to the monastery, you will show me that, okay? Same as that. But we practice, just now one I explained is from our practically what we practice. Although you not yet enter to the Nirvana, you need to know how to practice. You have to practice again and again until the gate. Understand? Until the gate. If you really want to enter Nirvana, just open the door, just jump in. Okay? Understand? Understand now? So the Buddha also said that many lifetimes he had to favor his parami. Why? Many lifetimes he had to suffer, he had to practice Nama Rupa, dependent origination, many lifetimes. In the end only, he just contemplated and just jump in. Okay? Immediately, I want to be a Buddha. Immediately, I want to be a Buddha. The last life is for me, never practiced before. How can be? Okay? You have to prepare for parami, okay? Understand? Many lifetimes, you have to practice. You have to know what's suffering all the times, If you want to become Buddha, you scared about suffering. How you can be a Buddha? Understand? There's many things we need. And I'm teaching students also Mahayana background. I explain to them, if you really want to be a Buddha, I will teach. Why is it 30 types of parami? They told they have only 6 parami. Why you have 30 types? I explain to them in detail. Why is the Buddha basis of the Bodhisattva mind? How you have to practice systematically, how you have to put your mind on the beings. You cannot differentiate only my community, this is my temple, this is my group. They have that very strong view also. this center and this temple, another temple. My student go to another temple. They were very unhappy. They didn't want to go. Didn't want the student go to another place. And it is a problem to my temple, my community, my group too. So I told for the Bodhisattva cannot think in this way. Now they have to be open mind. You need to learn. That's the basis. If you never train in this way, and the Buddha cannot be perfect. You can be Buddha but never get Buddha quality. Because you never practice, okay? Can call everybody as Arahant, but really Arahant or not. We have to change in this way, no? So I explained to them the basis, how we have to practice, the mind, how we have to put it on the beings. We cannot clean only my group and my society, my humanity, You have to love the ghost also. All the beings, you have to be balanced. Need to be equal. Because the Deva support me, I only pray Deva. Okay? You pray Deva. It is true? It is true? Okay, why you pray Deva? Because Deva support you something, good business, good education, you think, okay? That's the reason you pray. If he don't want to give, he didn't give? You still want to pray? Okay. So that's the reason people like to pray about Deva. People like to associate with Deva. Okay, I told you outside got many Devas. Outside of this compound. If you can see, you will quickly go out and see it. Because you want to see. If I tell you that outside got many demons and many ghosts, you want to see? You will never go out. You will stay inside. If for the body center, you want to send metta to the Deva, he will go out and send. Demons, real ghosts. His compassion. Oh, I should go out and send my metta to the ghost. Can you share with the ghost your sleeping place? So sometimes you need to be balanced your mind to the other beings, all the suffering beings when you say you must have people. Okay? And because of ghost, I don't want to associate. That's not true. Your metta is not balanced. Animal, you see, you have to love them like your son and daughter. Can you take care or not? Who love the dog, okay, but who don't like when we cannot take it, no? You need to be balanced. Animal also very sensitive beings. I don't know, I talked too long, okay? Do you want to continue? So, okay. Okay. Animal also very sensitive, They also have a lot of metta and, this. You should not think that monastery life is very peaceful, okay? You better go and learn and stay for 5 years. Okay, after 5 years only, you will understand how difficult the monastery life. But I'm not saying all are no good. Who are really practice the Dhamma, you can attend until some level of the Dhamma, so you know how to control yourself. At least sort of you have to practice. After sort of you don't have jealousy, you feel good, you know how to taking care of your mind. That means safe. They only benefit what our wearing of the robes, no? Understand? So there's a reason my students, they want to ordain, and they encourage them to ordain quickly. Wait, I have to practice until sort of they are not so happy with me. Because everywhere they go, they can ordain very easy. Today you want to ordain, you can ordain. So, but it's different, Okay, so I told them, wait until you're really satisfied in your practice, then only practice, then ordain. So I'm no need to talk too much. If not, I have to worry so much for a student. So that's the reason I just shared to all of you. Although I'm not sure about what is your intention. You really want to go Nibbana or not? Okay? Nibbana is nothing, okay? No nama, no rupa, no properties, no house. No suffering. Because you have many things, you want many things, you have to suffer. Understand? Emptiness is nothing, nothingness. Who really understand what the Dhamma, they will appreciate about nothingness. Okay? If you have a lot of things, you have to worry a lot. You have 10 wives, you have to worry for this 10 wives. Okay? Understand? Understand? 10 cars, have to repair for 10 cars. This way. So there's emptiness is nothingness. No more suffering. It is a real Nibbana. Don't be misunderstood about that. People think, just let go, this emptiness. It's also not true. So different ways of emptiness. So if you really want, you need deep practice. So different level. Depends on your parami and your times. When your karma is right, your time is right, sure you will practice. So if you know the method, that will be easier for you. When time is right, you don't know how to practice systematically, you don't know how to practice in the right way, you will take it long time. You have to going around and around, you cannot reach in there. So basis when you practice, and then you go into the gate. Okay? Okay? So when finish, just open and jump in. So who you want to call, you put a hand and go in together. Okay? Okay? Thank you. I'm waiting for you to go together. Okay?